Got a cardi on me popping when I shoot, I never miss. She gon' ask if I'm in love, I never lie, I plead the fifth. Only want me cause I'm icy and I'm pricey with the fit.
Okay, so I want to welcome all of you absolutely beautiful B-Balls back to another episode of the Seattle Sound 14 expansion on the channel. Before I get started, as always, make sure to love down below. It's free and all the community grow on the road to 5K. Again, I said it in the last one, and I will continue to say it. Thank you guys for all of your absolutely amazing love and support lately. We're going to acknowledge some comments like we do as always. First, we have Naldo, as always. He says, Pelicans going to give you a run for your money. Can't wait to see who will be the hero / villain of this series. The rest of this postseason is going to be one for the books. The Pelican series is going to be good. And then if we get out of this series, the Rockets and OKC both have amazing storylines. King of Crusades, because can you get a tutorial on how to make the logos? I bought the logos around 2K19 back when I ran Pro-Am leagues for my player. So I didn't make the logos, but if you guys do want a uniform tutorial, or if you're on Xbox, you can look on my gamer tag xRevva on Xbox, and the my team like online community share designs, whatever, and the teams, all 4 teams should be there. But if you want a tutorial on how to make the uniforms and the courts, just let me know down in the comments. ASAP Aki says, most entertaining vids in 2K community. Can I please get a 6'8", 190-pound shooting guard that plays like Sean Livingston? Of course, we will do that right now. And here is your player, Joshua Nicholson, the Sean Livingston-esque player. Christina McConnell said, wow, just finished with a serious pimp. That clutch 3 in the corner reminded me of the Kawhi 3-pointer. I'm worried that the sim might get one of our players hurt. Kind of hope you play that Rockets team. That would be entertaining. Harden's last playoff run plus his last playoff run, going back to the team that he took to the playoffs, the Houston Rockets, which is absolutely crazy. Otto says, can I get a 5'9" point guard with good handles and defense but no offense? Can his name be OT Cooper? Dark skin has waves. This will be the last player I'm going to add to the sim for this season. Obviously, next season, we'll add more players, but for season 3, for the draft, this is going to be the last player I'm going to put in, just because it's a postseason. We're really going to lock in on the postseason. Next season, we will get back to adding players, but this draft class after Otto's player is going to be locked, and then we're going to jump back into it next season. Now, I have to say, while I'm making this player, it is very interesting that the build of like being 5'9", good handles, good defense, and he said specifically no offense. It's pretty interesting, but we're gonna go with it. It's the player he wanted, so that's just what we're gonna go with. But no offense, but amazing defense and a good handle. Like that's the criteria. It's a little weird, but we're gonna rock with it. He's got to be quick because obviously he's 5 foot. Why am I showing you guys this? You guys aren't supposed to see this. This is going to be the last player we add in, though. I was just saying how interesting of a build it was. And then the haircut, I tried to make it as close to having waves as I could. It's the only haircut that remotely looks like waves. And obviously we got my boy faded up with the banging ass touch-up hairline. So that's OT Cooper done, and the final player added to this year's draft class. Day Sat dropped 2 banger comments. So I'm just here to support you and watch you blow up, bro. Hashtag underrated. Day's the GOAT. He's been here for a minute. He also said whenever Rev drops, it's a great day. Again, absolutely amazing. Jaden Got Gabe said, can the Sound go back-to-back championship runs? We will see on the next time of Reva Ball Z. We're hoping we can go back-to-back. Cause call me Drake, because we going back-to-back. Word to my mother, bro. And then my absolutely beautiful girlfriend, who hasn't been in a video in a while, but we are still well and good. She says, okay, so I'm going to welcome all you beautiful B-Balls back. He's pretty much saying my intro in the comments. Absolute legend she is. She's literally the best person in the world. So, now it is time to get into the second round series. I've been really nervous about this series because the Pelicans team is really, really good. The rest of this postseason, if we go back-to-back, we earned it. Because we went through the Phoenix Suns, who gave us a run for our money. Now we have the Pelicans. Probably the best team right now in the league, I would say, is the Pelicans, because 2K loves Zion Williamson, sucking off Zion Williamson. The Thunder are really good as well, but I'm really worried about the Thunder. And then the Rockets are really good. Like, the Western Conference is just stacked. Like, the Rockets are good, the Thunder are good, the Pelicans are good, we are good. And then out east, you got like the Cavs, who are the only team I'm really scared of. I'm not really scared of Pittsburgh. And then obviously Charlotte and Toronto, we don't really care about either. But regardless, there's a lot of competition out here, and we have a big task coming in against the New Orleans Pelicans. We're going to specialize a game plan for New Orleans. Hopefully we can contain the duo of Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. So our rotation is going to say just as follows, with Ben Simmons, Nick Smith, Denny Avdia, Jaren Jackson, and Bobby Portis as our starting 5. On-ball pressure is going to be on tight, and that's off-ball pressure tight, and then on-ball also on tight. They also have Dyson Daniels, who's going to be someone that we're going to want to limit. But Brandon Ingram, we're going to throw Ben Simmons on BI. And then since Zion's is usually a rim threat or a threat at the cup, we are going to throw the legend Jaren Jackson on Zion. Those are the two we're going to try to limit. Dyson Daniels, if he kills us, he kills us. I know he's an elite shooter. He was on my Outlaws team, okay? He was on my Dynasty Outlaws series. I know who Dyson Daniels is. I know how good he is, but we're not going to focus on him because they have 2 perennial all-stars in Brandon Ingram and Zion. So we're going to keep Dyson on auto. And those are the 2 I really want to limit because Klay Thompson off the bench is past his prime. He's a 78 overall. I'm not concerned about Klay. It's really Brandon Ingram and Zion. Our 5 is staying just the same. We might limit our rotation a little bit more, like take Buddy Hield down to probably 10 minutes just to shorten up our rotation as we get deep into the playoffs. I want Davon King to really get into the mix in this postseason, 24 minutes a game. So this postseason is definitely going to be difficult, but let's get into game 1 against New Orleans. We have home court advantage, so hopefully we can take care of business. We lose tip-off in game 1. Dyson Daniels coming out of the gate running point guard. I used to always run him at the 2 guard in my MyLeague series, but if New Orleans wants to run him at the 1, they can. Brandon Ingram defended by Ben. They go to Dyson. If they're going to run the offense through Dyson, that is bold when you have Brandon Ingram and Zion. But Dyson, nice little lay there. The Pelicans are definitely going to be nice for years to come, but can he defend Benjamin Simmons? Ben Simmons posting him up. They leave Nick Smith wide open in the corner. Your sound. Take a lead. Nick Smith Jr., we're going to get him back with the ball in his hands. He's defended by Brandon Ingram. They're putting some length on the guy who can score 50 points on any given night, but Nick Smith finds the wide open midi and knocks it down. He's 2 for 2 to start this second round, and we're up 1. Come on! Zion posting up Jaren Jackson. Let's see if Jaren can hold his own against Zion. That is not what I want to see. We sim ahead a little bit to the second quarter, and we got the Pelicans with a absolutely massive lead, and this crowd is letting us know how they feel. We're down 17 in the second quarter on our home floor. I knew the Pelicans would not be an easy ask, but man, are they blowing us out. We go down 20. It's 40-20 Pelicans. Ben Simmons defended by Dyson Daniels. We're going to look for a 3 here. We're going to use our size, or we're going to get the 3-point look. They leave Bobby Portis. Make the extra pass to Nick Smith. That's a terrible release. Denny on the glass. Denny! And 1, Denny! Avdia at the cup. He converts the and 1. You love to see it. 6 and 5 for Denny. We trail by 17. And we're in Simcast right now. We cut it down to 12 in this third quarter. We're going to jump back in because I think we can pull a 12-point lead back. A 12-point deficit is really not that bad. 69-57, it is still anyone's game. Nick Smith Jr. wide open for the tray. No good. Bobby brings it down. Ben Simmons, use your muscle, big fella. Come on. Ben Simmons is... Oh, he only has 4, but he cuts it down to 10. Nick Smith defending Dyson Daniels. I assume Dyson Daniels has had a pretty big evening so far in game 1. They have a 10-point lead, so I assume Dyson Daniels has been lighting us up. Jaren gets the block on him. Another block on him. Jaren Jackson, back-to-back blocks on Dyson Daniels. Now we got Ben Simmons in transition on Dyson Daniels. Ben Simmons, no good. Come on. Bobby on Zion is not ideal, but they go to Dyson. Why? Our lineup is all discombobulated right now defensively. They go to BI. Nick Smith defending. Come on, Nick. They go down to Zion. I like Bobby Portis on him. That's great defense. Bobby, that's good defense. Come on. Ooh, Nick Smith pass. Zion cuts it down to a single-digit deficit. We're down 8 in our home court in game 1. Come on, Seattle. Fist pop 5 here. Ben Simmons running the offense. Fist pop 5. Hopefully we can get Bobby Portis involved here. Game 1, he hasn't done a ton offensively. He pops out for the tray ball and misses. That's a good release too. Bobby Portis defending Zion. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Zion is him. Come on, we can't stick to our assignments. We're going to post up Dyson looking for the 3. We're going to get a wide open 3. We do. It's to Denny Avdia. That's a shitty ass release. Come on, bro. And the Pelicans pull away with it in the fourth quarter. They blew us out on our home court. 121-94. Nick Smith, our top scorer with 15 on 15 shots. and they lit us the fuck up. There's no excuse for that. We just got lit up on our home floor. I expected us to have a tough time against New Orleans, but losing 121-94 in game 1 is ridiculous. Game 2 in Seattle, the crowd is a lot less involved. We still got the defense chance, but you can tell they're a little bit discouraged after that blowout on our home court, because we know the Pelicans are like that. Come on, we got this. Let's do it. A change for New Orleans. Instead of Dyson Daniels starting at the 1, they start Kira Lewis Jr. They still, how is that not green? I don't get how that's not green. The Pelicans off to another ridiculously hot start here in game 2, up 11 already in the first half. It is nowhere near ideal losing on our home floor in the postseason, but the Pelicans are, how is that not green, bro? Tell me that, 2K. How the fuck is that not green? And Brandon Ingram extends their lead up to 13. This is gonna be tough. If we lose if we get swept, I am definitely throwing the offseason in this episode, bro, because we got a lot of changes to make. Nick Smith Jr. wide open for the tray. That's green. Then give me that. We're out in transition. Nick Smith Jr. on the ball. We need him to run this offense, bro. He's a reigning Western Conference Finals MVP. Like, let Nick Smith run this offense, because he is him when it comes to scoring. And there it is again. 8 points, cutting the sound deficit down to 8. What are we doing here? Let's go. Lock the fuck in. Denny Avdia is going to take a break for Davon King. Davon King is better defensively. I'm thinking I bring Davon King in just for the defensive versatility going on here in the series, because Davon King has better defense than Jaren. Okay, we got it. He has better defense than Denny Avdia. He has the size I could want for a defender, and he just has way better defensive ability. And in a series like this against the Pelicans, you really need that defense. And Nick Smith Jr. is lighting them up right now, cutting their lead down to 6. They're running an off-ball action for Dyson Daniels. Now they're running something for Kira Lewis Jr. Oh, wow. Nick Smith again, defended by Dyson Daniels. He's been cooking Dyson so far in this second quarter. Another pull-up midi for Nick. That's his first miss in the second. Come on, bro. Let's go. I don't like Jaren on Kira Lewis Jr. or Avdia on Zion. I definitely want to double Zion, but I can't leave Kira Lewis Jr. at the top. Kira Lewis dribbling. He gets a screen from Mitchell Robinson. Portis kind of helps, but he... Okay. Ooh, Ben Simmons on the head of Mitchell Robinson. He spins on Kira Lewis Jr., puts it on the head of Mitchell Robinson and Zion Williamson. That is a Kodak moment right there for the man himself, Ben Simmons. And I was watching in Simcast, and we fall again to another massive blowout on our home floor. 117-91. The New Orleans Pelicans are not playing games. This is getting ridiculous. It seems like I get it really close, but then they run away with it. And it's the second round, so I'm not going to play the games in the second round. But man, I knew the New Orleans Pelicans were going to be a tough series, but they are like, they're like big brother in us right now. This is terrible. So the final score is 135-103. Bones Highland, our top scorer, with 31 points on 15 shots. He had a hell of a game. Nick Smith Jr. only with 18 points. Jaren with 11. Davon King with 11. I don't know how you fix that. I mean, I just don't know. I feel like we have the best defensive matchups I can get, but the Pelicans are just outplaying us right now. And the Thunder go up 2-0 on the Rockets. The Hornets go up 2-0 on the Raptors. And the Cavs Skyhawk series is level at 1 apiece. We're going to go to Simcast for this one in New Orleans. How all of a sudden are we winning? In New Orleans? Okay, it's close. Are we going to keep it close down the stretch? Nope. The Pels run away with it in the fourth quarter. Another big loss. I think we could be getting swept by the New Orleans Pelicans. 143-109 in game 3. Zion, 25 points. Our top scorer was Davon King with 26 points. Davon King has been the bright spot so far in this postseason run. Nick Smith has been non-existent. Ben has been non-existent. We need somebody to step the fuck up if we want to come back from down 3-0. Backs against the wall in New Orleans. Can we? Nope. The Pelicans off to a blazer of a start. We're kind of in it. We're with it. Nope. They just ran away with it. Oh, no, we're here. No, we're not. Okay, we just got blown out and swept. The reigning champs have been swept by the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion gave us 44 and 13 and 4 steals in a closeout game. Nick Smith put up 30. He kind of did his thing. Aden had 16 and 10. We're definitely going to have a lot to do this offseason. So it's a Thunder Pelicans Western Conference Finals. The Thunder, big brother, them motherfuckers. I don't know how we would handle the Thunder if we had so much trouble with the New Orleans Pelicans. And Darius Garland, the Eastern Conference MVP, and the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Western Conference MVP, and the Cavs take it home. Darius Garland brings home a Finals MVP. We have a lot of stuff to do this offseason. A ton of revamping to do. Now, here are the player retirements. Brook Lopez retires in Orlando. Russ retires in Brooklyn. Al Horford retires in Denver. Serge retires in Boston. A lot of big retirements this offseason. Staff retirements doesn't really affect me. Hall of Fame inductees. Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer, and his jersey is retired in Oklahoma City League meetings. We're going to make sure these all are rejected. Draft lottery. Do we trade into the draft for one of your guys' players? Do we do it? The Glendale Flame get the second pick in the draft. Now, this year I did not make a list of your guys' players, so I apologize I'll go through the entire draft for you guys, just so you guys can kind of know where your guys' players get drafted. First thing we're going to do this offseason, though, is fire Marlon Mack. We'll see if there's any better candidates out there. There's fucking Steve Kerr. We're going to fire Marlon Mack, and we're going to offer Steve Kerr the job. We're going to give him all the money he could ever want and need. He's tentative. He rejects it. No Steve Kerr for us. Who else is here? Lionel Hollins. Jacob Underwood. There's also AJ Evans III, who we can throw a ton of money at to make him our head coach, and we get AJ Evans III as our head coach. NBA draft. I don't think we have picks this year. If I recall, we don't have any draft picks this year, but the 2025 NBA draft, the first pick is Maxime Rampant. I remember that's one of your guys' players. I believe that's the Belgian Knights player. Maxime Rampant, the 5'11" point guard from Duke, is going to the Houston Rockets, and his starting position is held by James Harden, so he's going to be mentored by James Harden. The Flame take Ray Allen Jr. And Will O'Neal taking over things in Glendale, the top 2 picks in this year's draft. Next, we got Reggie Tyson going to the Golden State Warriors. I don't know whose player that is, but if you know if that's your player, let me know down in the comments. The Miami Heat take Tristan McGrath. That is definitely one of your guys' players. The Blazers take Lewis Hart, who isn't one of your guys' players. The Thunder take, that is someone's player. It's this guy from Serbia in the comments. That is his player. The 6th overall pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Fernando Diaz goes to the Hawks. Willy Wonka goes to the Dallas Mavericks with the 8th overall pick. O.T. Cooper, Otto Vandenbosch, you are going to the Knicks this time around. The 5'9" point guard out of Purdue. The Lakers, are they trading their pick? They do trade their pick. They trade their pick to the Hawks for Dylan Brooks and Bogdan Bogdanovic. The Hawks take Garrett Karski. Their dirty white boy shooter is going to Atlanta. The New Orleans Pelicans, how are they still in the lottery, bro? They take Lucas Hemmings. Red Bulls, your player, is going to New Orleans, a team that is already really good, and now they get a top prospect center to round out their 5 with Zion and Brandon Ingram and Dyson Daniels. Joshua Nicholson is the most recent player I made. He is going to the Washington Wizards. The Pistons, they take Sean McKinney. I don't know who else's players are still in the draft. Peter Stanley goes there. I don't know who else's players are in the draft. I think all of your guys' players were taken. So here is the draft summary. Maxime Rampant, an 80 overall right out of college. And then we got Ray Allen Jr., 75 overall at the age of 21. Reggie Tyson, 78. Here are all your players if you are concerned about where your guy went. Here is a rundown of all of your guys' players. I apologize if you don't like your player. I apologize if you don't like where your player went. But that is just how the cookie crumbles right now. So that is the draft. Jason Williams Jr. goes to the Magic at a 75 overall. He is good, I promise. He is really solid. He goes to the Magic. We could even pick him up if we wanted to. I don't know. Rookie signing, we had no picks, so we're kind of SOL there. Nick Smith Jr., we're going to throw him the 2-year team option. Bobby Portis declining his player option. That is a tragedy. Do we have money to throw at Giannis? I doubt it. Johnny Tabroni is now a 61 overall after being in the G League all season. We're going to offer the qualifying offer to Aden, Bones, and Johnny Tabroni. Free agency is here. We have the money to throw at Giannis. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Do we have the money to throw at Giannis? Who are we losing? We'd be losing Ben Simmons. but we would get Giannis. I'm going to throw the money at Giannis just for shits and giggles to see if we can bring him in, because that would be amazing if we, even if he was the center, if he was the point guard, like Giannis would be crazy. No trade clause, player option. We're just going to throw him every dime we have. And if he accepts to come to Seattle, bro, yeah, it's out of left field. It is definitely out of left field. But Giannis, I'm sorry. Giannis, we'll throw him every dime we have. He's the best player in the world. We're throwing him every dime we have. 51 million over 4 years. We will offer that to Giannis. Jason Tatum's also unrestricted. We'll throw him a fucking bag just because. Like, if Tatum wants to come here, we'll take Tatum. We'll take you. Do we take LeBron? We'll take LeBron on a lesser deal. He wants 1 year. We're not taking him on that. He's 40 years old. We're not going to offer you that. Donovan Mitchell's unrestricted. I also want to make sure I throw contracts at my current players. Like Ben Simmons, he's 28. He wants a lot of money, though. He wants a lot of money. Bones Highland's restricted. I'm not concerned about him leaving. And we have his bird rights. Let's throw an... Actually, let's throw a contract at Ben Simmons, because we have bird rights on him. So if we can sign Giannis and somehow keep Ben Simmons with bird rights, tell me that's not ridiculous. Tell me that team wouldn't be ridiculous. We're going to throw what we can at Ben Simmons. Hopefully, we can sign him and Giannis with bird rights. Okay, Giannis agrees. Giannis agrees to stay. Or Giannis wants to come to Seattle. Now we're going to be sacrificing a lot of players. Do I do that, though? Do I do that, though? Do I do that, though? It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. We could still get Bones. We could still get Aden back. We'd be losing Denny. We'd be losing Portis. I could probably keep Johnny Tabroni. Ooh. We'd be losing Ben Simmons as well. But we get Giannis. Jason Tatum goes to the Blazers. We get fucking Giannis. We just got the best player in the league to come to Seattle. We're going to throw Ben Simmons a contract. We're going to throw him a contract. We have his bird rights. We're going to hope and pray to the Jesus Lord above that Ben Simmons can still come to this team. Because worst case scenario, Giannis can play the point guard. He can play the small forward. He can play the power forward. He can play the center. He can play it all. Or Nick Smith can play the point guard. We can pick up a shooting guard somewhere else. Davon King can play the 3. Giannis can play wherever the fuck we need Giannis to play, because Giannis will do Giannis things. Giannis is him with a capital H. If we get Giannis, I will be happy. Do I want Giannis and Ben Simmons on the same court together, though? That is a big question. That is a massive question. I don't know if I have the answer to. But I do want to make sure I keep my guys around, which include... where's he at? Bones Highland. It includes you. We're going to throw you that on bird rights, team option for 3 years. Drew Holiday is a free agent. Where's Drew Holiday? He wants $13 million, and he's 35, so he's pretty up there in age. Isaac Okoro's unrestricted and only wants $12 million. What is his potential, though? B-, not the greatest. Is B.I. going to leave the Pelicans? Who knows? Who knows? We're going to also... go to our main man. Where hold on, let me... They're not going to put him under affordable, even though we have his bird rights. He's restricted. We're going to throw him 3 years, $5 million. Is he going to take a team-friendly deal for us? Giannis, Ben... There's no shot, bro. Are they going to let us do that? No. They just threw the Giannis deal out the window. They threw the Giannis deal out the window. They threw the Giannis deal out the window. They threw the Giannis deal out the... We had him signed. I don't want Ben Simmons. If I can get Giannis, I want Giannis. We just threw that Giannis deal out the window. No. The Giannis deal is out the window. Can we at least bring back some other guys? Because... oh, what I would do to have Giannis. What I would do to have Giannis on this team, bro. Now we got to try to bring our roster back to what we had. But what I would have done to have Giannis, dude. We got Bobby Portis. We can't get Denny anymore either. Bro. I feel like I missed out. I really feel like I missed out. We could have Giannis. We had him signed, pen and paper. I thought with bird rights we could sign Ben Simmons, but they didn't like let me choose one. They didn't let me choose one. Like they said, signing Giannis would take you over the cap space. But they didn't let me choose whether I could have Giannis or Ben Simmons. They were offered the same exact contract. They didn't let me decide who I wanted. Johnny Tabroni, you're coming back on a minimum. Oh, that hurts. That hurts really bad. That fucking stings, dude. That stings. That stings. We had him on a 4-year deal. That stings. I mean, Nick Smith is up to an 86. Nick is up to an 86. Bones is up to an 80. Our team is not as good as it was last year. Davon King's up to a 75, though. But we could have had Giannis, Nick Smith, Jaren Jackson. Wow. We could have had fucking Giannis, bro. What hurts me the most is that we had him. We had him signed. He agreed. He accepted our offer. But we offered Ben Simmons the same we offered him like $40 million. Which, why did I do that? I don't know. But I thought since we had his bird rights, they would let us sign both of them. But they didn't let me choose either. Like, they're just like, you can't get them both. We're going to give you Ben Simmons. They could have said, you can't get them both. Pick one. And I would have taken Giannis in a heartbeat. Because Giannis is that needle mover. We have some trades to do. If I can't trade Ben Simmons right now, I can't. December 21st. We're simulating ahead to December 21st. And we're going to make our trades and we're going to build this team. We're going ahead to December 21st. I don't care. We're simulating to December 21st. We're going to make trades. Okay, so we currently sit at 21-9. We are a good team. We are the best team in the Western Conference record-wise right now. But do I think that we can win a title with this roster? I mean, we did already, right? We did once. But can we do it again? I don't know. I don't know if we can win a title with this roster. I'm going to go into Trade Finder. I want to reshape this roster. I like Ben Simmons. But I could have had Giannis. I had Giannis. I had him signed. I had him fucking signed, bro. That hurts. That one hurts really badly. What do I need? What do I need? What do I actually like? What are the positions I need to sign? Let me look. So coach game plan. They have Bones Highland starting over Ben Simmons. I don't like that. I want Ben Simmons starting. They got Davon King at the 3, which is cool. Nick Smith at the 2, Davon at the 3, Jaren at the 4, Bobby at the 5. The bench is okay. We didn't, or Aden Dermanenko is injured. So I understand that. Aden is injured, but he's usually our backup 5. Johnny Tabroni's a 62 overall. I'm going to send him back to the G League to see if he can continue to get better because he's 19 years old. We're going to sign you back to the G League. Bones Highland seems to have plateaued. He's 25. He seems to have plateaued. What if we throw him in 2 seconds? Bones in 2 seconds. Can we get a better backup 1? What if I was able to pick up Will O'Neal? I don't like his spacing. I don't like how he would fit in the offense. But Will O'Neal is young. He's a promising center. I'd trade Bobby Portis for Will O'Neal if I could get it. But I can't get it. Okay, Will O'Neal's a no-go. I'm looking for a like upgrade as a backup or as a starting center. I don't know who I could get as an upgrade to Bobby Portis with the assets we currently have. I don't really know who I could get in general for Bobby Portis, but especially not a player who would be an upgrade because all these other teams are extremely young and we're only getting older. So I don't know how I'm going to get better right now. Unless I did like Ben Simmons and Bobby plus a second to somehow get like a needle mover. Like there's Zach LaVine, there's Donovan Mitchell, RJ Barrett. Like there are players like Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese could, and Miles Turner. I do like that deal. Tyrese Halliburton makes our offense more dynamic. He is an elite scorer. An elite scorer. He's 6'5". Him and Nick Smith in a backcourt together. Plus Miles Turner would bring the defense alongside Jaren Jackson. That would be nasty. That would be a nasty trade. We could also get Maxime Rampin, who is a rookie, who I know is potential, so I'm not going to trade for him. This trade, though. That is a nice trade. That is a really nice trade. We get Tyrese Halliburton for 2 years. Ben Simmons, he's been really good. Ben Simmons has put in, he's a finals MVP. And Ben Simmons is him. Bobby Portis is 30. Miles Turner can do things Bobby Portis can do, but better. Miles is a better defender than Bobby. They're similar shooters. Miles is better for size. He can hold his own. He's only a 30% free or 3-point shooter this year. That's per 36 though. What are his actual stats? I don't want to see his per 36. I want to see his actual like per game stats. Career stats. He's still 31% from 3 this year. But defensively, he's one of the best big men. He's one of the best defensive big men. We're paying him $20 million a year, but we also get this guy who averages 47% from 3, 50% from the field, 19 points per game, 9 assists. Ben Simmons is dropping off in terms of production. Bobby Portis is slowly declining. Buddy Hield is 33. I think I have to take this trade. I'd be crazy not to take this trade. I'd be stupid crazy not to take this trade. Especially since we just missed out on Giannis. I'd be so stupid not to take that trade. And now our team looks a lot better in terms of, at least to me, Tyrese Halliburton at the 1. Nick Smith at the 2. That backcourt is elite. Davon King at the 3. That young big 3, that core right there. And then Jaren Jackson and Miles Turner at the cup. The best paint defense in the league. Literally the best paint defense in the entire league. Our depth isn't great, but we're also missing Adin Dermanenko right now. So I don't expect us to like be super deep right away, even though we can like trade Keelan Martin, JaMychal Green in a second and see if we can get some bench players like Jayshawn Tate. Jayshawn Tate would be kind of cool. Cody Ross, not much, but except Jayshawn Tate. There's Javon Carter, but I'd rather not bring in Javon Carter right now. I feel like Jayshawn Tate could be a really good off the bench player. He's 30, but he's 6'4", power forward, small forward. 7 or 8 points per game off the bench, 6 rebounds, a steal or half a steal, 36% from 3. He's a 3-and-D type. He's kind of a 3-and-D guy in the sim. Not exactly, but he's in that realm. We give up guys I would never use, plus a second. Jayshawn Tate, welcome to the team. You're going to be coming off the bench for the Seattle Sound. I like that a lot. And then when we get Adin Dermanenko back, we can run a 9-man rotation. Even though we have a lot of roster spots currently to fill. Are there anyone in free agents I could afford? Melvin Cassell is a power forward who I probably can't afford. I didn't mean to hit edit player. I meant to hit negotiate contract. I can afford him. I can also afford Brevin Wallace, who is also absolutely ridiculous. Can I afford like a Bryce McGowan's $7 million? I can afford that too. Okay, we got cap space on cap space. So Quentin Grimes, I just skipped right past him. Or Earl Jenkins. An 82 overall power forward in Earl Jenkins with a 99 mid-range. Do I bring him in? I think Earl Jenkins could be really, really good. And he could even be a backup small forward. I think I bring in Earl Jenkins because I can afford him. We're going to throw him like a 3-year deal. Oh, Earl Jenkins, welcome to Seattle. Can I even bring in Quentin Grimes after that? Okay, let's not get greedy. Brevin Wallace, probably, he wants the minimum. Okay, I like our team a whole lot better now. Our bench is a lot deeper. Earl Jenkins, we're going to have to learn his release, but 82 overall from the G League. Welcome to the squad. Jayshawn Tate, Luke Kennard, and then obviously we got Brevin Wallace, but we're also going to have Adin Dermanenko, and he's back. We had to fill out the roster. We filled it out, and we did it well. I'm happy with this new team. Ending off the episode, we have Tyrese Halliburton, Nick Smith, Davon King, Jaren Jackson, and Miles Turner as our starting 5. Bones Highland, Earl Jenkins, Jayshawn Tate, Luke Kennard, and then Brevin Wallace, and then Adin Dermanenko after that to round out the bench. That is a great team. I like that. I wish we could have Giannis, but you can't get everything you want. I fumbled that bag. We'll take that. I'll take that out. But if you enjoyed, as always, make sure to love down below. Let's be on this community, grow on the road to 5K. If you guys have any suggestions and how you would change this team, let me know in the comments. I love you all. You're beautiful. Peace.